everybody. Welcome to my channel, The Walter Hobson Show. I am your host, obviously, Walter Hobson. If this is your first time over here to my channel, please like the video. I would really appreciate it. And if you will be so kindly, you can subscribe to my channel. Hello to all my subscribers. I know y'all like where he been. I did a live yesterday. It was very impromptu. I just was like, let me just talk to the people. So if you didn't see my live yesterday, it will be so kind. If you will be so kind, you can go back and check out my live video. Y'all like my microphone? Ain't it blingy? I'm on this bling bright, shine bright um mood. I'm trying to project that type of energy to the world, to the masses. Just shine bright. Whatever you're doing, shine bright, ladies and gentlemen. Shine bright, okay? Don't dim your light. To everybody over here today, please subscribe to the channel. I want to do a quick little shout out. I always do this. I've done this in several videos. I'd like to shout out the channel Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Hello, Diva, and all of your followers. Thank you again for allowing me to come on your platform last night. It was very, very, very good discussion. I would encourage you all my subscribers and new, to go to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. That is the name of her channel. And look at yesterday's live. Like, she's very consistent. Like, I'm trying to get on that level. I work a lot. I'm not saying nobody else is not doing anything, but I do work a lot. These bills got to be paid. Anybody that know me, like, outside of this space or just in real life, they know I get it. I get it. I work hard. God be the glory. And I'm still trying to get back to my commitment of, like I was saying, 2-3 videos a week. I know what I said. I know. But like I said, I'm here. So tonight's discussion actually is, it's not personal, but it kind of is. It kind of is, in a sense, because what's currently going on is like looking in a mirror. And it's not just me per se, like as an individual, looking in the mirror. When I say it's kind of personal, I believe it's personal to the people from my city, my state. I'm from Michigan, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in Michigan now. I'm from Detroit. I'm not in the suburbs or Detroit adjacent. I live in Detroit. Like, yes, I do. And I'm proud of it. So Detroit is not that bad. Like I tell folks, I encourage folks just to come to the Motor City. Go Lions. Detroit Lions. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. And what we're about to talk about tonight is it's uh it's personal to the residents of my city. Like my city. Because seeing this play out, but this is actually on a different magnitude of what happened to us. Okay, so let me just get right into it. Okay, so there's this mayor. If nobody has heard by now, like, this is so viral. It's like viral. If no one's heard by now, there's this mayor of a city called Dalton. Dalton is located in Illinois. I believe it's like maybe a 45-minute commute from to go to Chicago from Dalton. It's a very small city. And when I say small, it's a population of 20 to 22,000 residents in Dalton, Illinois. Follow me. They have this corrupt mayor right now named Mayor Tiffany Henyard. I've done a video on this before, but it's like, it's so many layers to this shit. And shout out to all the individuals, all the content creators, all the mainstream media outlets like WGN. That's their television affiliate in Chicago. WGN 32. Shout out to Hannibal is Hungry. He is a content creator on YouTube. I encourage you all to go to his channel because, like I said, he really gets down to it and breaks this shit down. He's very smart. So shout out to Hannibal, and other content creators that are currently and have covered the situation with Dalton, Illinois. So, like, she's really doing the most. Like, misappropriation of the taxpayers' dollars, abuse of authority, abuse of power. Um, there's a current lawsuit against her and a trustee. Their city council, we call it city council here in Detroit. Their city council are called trustees. So there's a sexual allegation currently against a Dalton trustee all over some Las Vegas trip last summer. It's a lot of shit going on. And when I said in the beginning that it's like looking in a mirror, so to speak, or it's kind of like personal, is because for those who don't know, or this was very viral and very national. Detroit, my city, we had a corrupt mayor named Kwame Kilpatrick, and he was charged with a federal RICO, racketeering and crime organization. I might have said it wrong, and he was sentenced to 28 years. He got a pardon 2 years ago, or he got a pardon. Yeah, he got a pardon because he got a pardon from Trump when the Trump and Biden election, 2020, 2019, whatever. And he's out now currently in Detroit. He's doing whatever he's doing, I believe, in Atlanta. But anyway, so to see this young black woman, first of all, let's start with the fact that she used to actually be a trustee, Mayor Tiffany Henyard, she was a Dalton, Illinois trustee for like 6 years. So the head trustees actually endorsed her when it was time for the old mayor to be out and they wanted new leadership. So I believe the three main trustees, I don't want to leave nobody out, would be Trustee Jason House, Trustee Kiana Belcher, and Trustee Brittany Norwood. I know there's another one that I see always at the forefront of this battle. I believe her name is Trustee Tammy Brown. But I do believe those three I mentioned before, Trustee Jason House, Trustee Kiana Belcher, Trustee Brittany Norwood, they endorsed this chick when it was time for, like I said, the old mayor to be out and the new mayor, new leadership. And it's very, and then you gotta understand, let's talk about the people in the city of Dalton, 20 to 22,000 people. They believed in this woman. You heard me say in past tense, believed in this woman. Like I feel, I ain't in Dalton. Like I said, I'm in Detroit, I'm in Michigan. I feel that there probably are maybe a handful of supporters because, like I said, there's a lot of layers to this shit. Like it's gotten so bad that the trustees, they actually had to hire ex-Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to come down and investigate the finances, the books, because there's no transparency from the mayor's team with the trustees. So the trustees are like I said, in my city we call them city council. When it's time to pay the bills, usually everything has to be approved by the city council or trustees. To me, those are the legislative bodies, if that makes sense. And my thing is, bottom line, when y'all pay y'all motherfucking bills at home to your power company, your gas company, your cell phone, your cable provider, whomever, your rent online. I pay my rent online. I know a lot of people, I wish I could be doing that forever. But you want to see the statement and the breakdown of what the fuck you owe. So, and in most situations when it comes to local municipalities and local government, it's pretty much like across the board that type of standard practice. Like, hey, the trustees are pretty much like the legislative body of this municipality, this city, this town, whatever. And that's how you know, and that's how the checks and balances are created. Full transparency. Follow me, y'all. Follow me. So, at one point, when she first got in office, I think she got elected 2021, some shit like that. And there was transparency. Apparently, they have a software. I'm not sure if all cities and municipalities are on the software or identical software where you still have obviously physical paper trail. You're supposed to, because like I said, I always keep a physical paper trail of shit because computers and emails and stuff, shit can shut down. Like it's technology, y'all know it can. So I still have and I believe in that type of government, there's still a physical trail, like receipts, physical tangible receipts, invoices, etc. So at one point in the beginning, if we're going back a little, not too much, but there was some type of transparency. But I guess when the math started not to math, the mayor and her team just locked the trustees out of that software where they can just log in as trustees. Mind you, they're elected officials like her ass can look at the books, the receipts, so we can get together as a body and pay these bills, pay the vendors. No. So now they're going on about a year now, I believe. And had they seen now one receipt, one invoice, nothing. But when they meet with the mayor to have their meetings, it's all these motions of pay this bill, and this, that, and the third. And no, as a body, talking about the trustees, no, that ain't how it work. And my thing is, bitch, sorry for the colorful language, you used to be a trustee for 6 years. So you of all people, come on now, girl, should know how this shit works. You full of it. And now the trustees are full of it, and the residents are fed up with it. So fast forward, the trustees, like they've been begging for help. Like go back and just Google this woman's name and just look at the many, many, many videos. Like I said, shout out to everybody that has covered this. Because it's sad. Like I said, I sit back and look at it, and it's like looking into what happened to us about over a decade ago in Detroit with Kwame Kilpatrick. And the fact that that set a tone for our city. If you are not aware, Detroit went through the biggest bankruptcy in U.S. history on an American city. Anybody that's watching this video, got a phone, iPhone, Android, whatever, Google it. Those are facts. We had to hire in an emergency manager to balance the books. But this is a whole nother video because the way the books were balanced were very shady, in my opinion. What I'm gonna say is, and a lot of people, if this reaches far across, I pray it does. No, I'm telling truth. As the kids say, it ain't cap. The way the books were balanced, they had to eliminate a lot of shit, obviously, because we were currently. I know I'm jumping around. Currently, Dalton, Illinois, they're in a negative. They're in a deficit of 3.65 million. So almost 4 million. Let's round it off. Almost $4 million deficit. When she took office, apparently they had a $5 million surplus or more. So currently now, this is what Lori Lightfoot came to the people of Dalton in a town meeting last week and revealed in her reports and her findings, with a slew of other shit that this woman and people, I guess, close to her in her administration. I ain't gonna put it on everybody, but there are some other players. It ain't just her. Is what I'm saying. But she is the head. She's the catalyst. She's the orchestrator. So I believe when we went through our bankruptcy in Detroit, back to Detroit, I believe we were I think we were in debt like to millions. It was more than their four. I know for a fact. Our debt was more than Dalton's 4 million, 3.65. I'm rounding off the phone. And we had to file bankruptcy. Look it up. It's all public information. And part of that, they brought in an emergency manager named Kevin Orr, and he had to balance. His job was to balance the books, get us back out of the red into the green, which major cuts were made. We ain't talking about like surface cuts. These were deep tissue massage cuts, like deep tissue cuts. And my opinion, and I know other people will agree with me, that the books were eventually balanced, but they were balanced, in my opinion, off the backs of the pensioners. We doing a whole nother video about that, because I'm gonna really give y'all some insight to what happened. And the overassessment of homeowners and their property taxes. Actually, I could put those in one video, but they will actually be two separate videos. And y'all will be like, what the fuck? So looking at they shit, because at the end of the day, she's going to go to fucking prison, Tiffany Henyard. And she can sit her ass up there all she wants and say that her top aide, the administrator, Keith Freeman, who just got indicted on bankruptcy charges, bankruptcy fraud. It's all him. She even said it. She's been saying it. I guess she had a deposition. She just had to do a deposition recently. And I guess she was basically saying that he ran everything. The day-to-day, da-da-da-da-da, yada-yada-yada. But my thing is, let me tell you, let me do a Kendrick Lamar for you, sweetheart. Let me put you up on game. Right? You ever heard of a thing called first contact? Let me school you right quick, sweetheart. In your situation, Keith Freeman situation, Chief Lacey situation, who the chief of police over there in Dalton was just convicted. I mean, not convicted of, was just indicted for bankruptcy fraud. We're talking particularly about Keith Freeman, the village administrator, and he also worked over at Thornton Township, a township that she holds another position as township supervisor. So I saw it in a video earlier, and it's so true. This is so true. That the feds they got the noose. They throwing the nooses out. And they tightening them bitches. And they already got Keith Freeman. And they tightening that motherfucker. First contact. Follow me. He is fighting federal bankruptcy charges. And possibly, allegedly, some other shit regarding the shit that you and him were doing together, Miss Supermayor. If you don't think that man is not going to flip on your ass to get the lightest sentence and punishment possible for himself, you are really fucking stupid. You are really dumb. Because, honey, they coming for your ass. I said it in the only video I've done about this woman and her motherfucking shenanigans. I said it in that video. She was looking real Kwame Kilpatrick-ish. I was correct, but her shit is on a whole nother scale. I don't know if you studied his shit. I don't know. But baby girl, this is not going to end well for you, ma'am. It's not. And the fact that you're so defiant, allegedly, they don't even know where the fuck she is right now. And several sources have cited that over there in the Chicago area, Dalton, that she MIA. Possibly because you know them federal charges about to come down on your ass. And let's couple that with an investigation and a lawsuit, several lawsuits of an aide that used to work for you that said that she was allegedly sexually assaulted. I gotta use allegedly. I seen her story and her interviews too. It is crazy. By a Dalton trustee that went on some Las Vegas trip last year. Like, it's a lot of shit going on. And my thing is, sweetheart, when the hammer comes down, it's gonna come down so hard on you. And the fact that you're so defiant and you feel like you got Teflon all over, like here, everywhere. Like, I can't be touched. I'm that bitch. They're going to show you. The feds are going to show you. Chief Lacey is trying to hold it down for you now. But let me tell you, when the feds lean on his ass, we talking about they're going to lean on his motherfucking ass, on his neck. It's going to distort your breathing, sir. And you're going to want them to get the fuck up off your neck. So what is he going to do? He's going to cooperate. Because, now I'm not saying he has anything to do with the shit with the mayor's office, yo shit. He might. But He's fighting federal bankruptcy charges with the bankruptcy fraud charges. And like I said, definitely Keith Freeman. He's gonna flip on you. Because if you think that man gonna stand 10 toes down, huh? No, it's too much at stake. You have to understand, sweetie, it ain't all about you. Whatever the fuck he did with the bankruptcy fraud and the shit with you, he has a family, he has a wife, he has children. Like, it ain't about you, sweetheart. You have to understand. When you looking at those type of odds, when the feds is leaning on your motherfucking nizek, as Lil Scrapper would say, your nizek, your neck, you gotta think about, ain't nobody think about you, bitch. Ain't nobody thinking about you. That man is thinking about himself. The fact that he got a family, and the fact that he not trying to go to prison. And if he got to go to prison, he's going to try to get the lesser sentence and punishment possible. Who the fuck wouldn't? Tiffany? All I can say is anybody that know in Dalton that's in her administration and you know you've been on some shenanigans with her ass, you might as well reach out to the FBI and start, you might as well. Because what the fuck you don't want is if you know you've been involved in some shit with her and her administration, her team, and they gotta come to your ass. Let me say it again. You know, if you know that right now you might be under the radar with the feds, but you know you've done some things, you've assisted her or him in doing some things, and you feel like you're under the radar now, but you know you done did, you better reach out to the feds and tell them what you know or what you may have been involved in. Because again, you don't want the motherfuckers to come knocking. You do not want them to come to you. Because then you're going to have some whole different kind of smoke with that one. With that being said, thank y'all for coming over here and watching this video. If you are new, like I said in the beginning, to this channel and you found me, thank you. I humbly appreciate it. I would love if you would like the video and go back through my other videos. They cool. You know what I'm saying? And it will be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bar. So when you hit the notification little bell that's on the page, thingy, the bell, it lets you know when I'm about to upload or when I have uploaded or going live. With that being said, thank you everybody on this Thursday evening. Have a great night. Peace out.